been a long time. And if you've been here before, yeah, the Civic looks a little different. We'll get into that later. But um, that's not the only thing that changed. Alright, so I'm in a shop, my own shop. It's not just my own, it's shared amongst 2 or 3 other people, maybe even 4, depending on who's here. But a lot has changed since the last time I uploaded about 2 years ago. There's been little shorts uploaded here and there, but those aren't anything. I don't count those for anything. But there's a car that you've seen one little small video on that when I first got it, you know, it was playing with my own tune, learning how to tune, whatever, however you want to call it. No, this situation is not in a result of that. Okay, that was just really basic tuning. That was a head gasket that gone bad from previous owner. The way they fixed the front end, because this car wasn't a front end wreck. The frame rails are bent. But the way they fixed it, and which turned into an issue and ended up causing me an engine. Well, really, it could be redone. Like, there was a small mishap because it was first time ever working on a BMW for me, and I stripped out the one cam bolt, which then made the whole process harder, made me wonder whether the head threads are going to be, or sorry, the block threads for the head were going to be stripped out or not. So I just got another engine. This way I could just, you know, replace it, put it back in the car. Then I came across the silver car. The silver car. Okay, that was supposed to be a full-blown spare parts for the drift car. Okay, control arms, you know, knuckles, brakes, windows, doors, fenders, you name it. That was all supposed to be replacement parts for the blue car, gray, whatever. I've seen it in the shop, and I mean, dude, you cannot go wrong with this silver. Like, it looks so good. So I decided to keep it. But I'm still pulling the motor. This is an automatic car. So I'm still pulling the motor to put it in the drift car. And then I'm going to accumulate the parts to turn this into like an OEM Plus daily. And, excuse me. This engine, okay, we'll learn from my mistakes on that one. This engine still needs a head gasket, just like mine did. Hopefully it wasn't overheated as severely as mine was, because I know how badly mine was overheated. Hopefully this one just started getting warm. They saw a milkshake and stopped driving it. So that being said, gotta do a head gasket on this engine, and then I can put it back in the car, and then hopefully have the car done, ready for June. June 1st, June 2nd is a evergreen event. I went to their opener with a couple of friends that I met within the last year. And, yeah, I really need to get this car done ASAP, because it's killing me. I don't have it done, and it's ruining a lot of things for me. I've been saying I was going to drive for years now. Years and years and years. 5, 6, 7 years now. And I have yet to do it. The Corolla. It's back. I don't know if any of you know, if you've been here before, that it left. It left. For 6 months, 7 months, I was buying and selling cars. I went through like 6 cars or so within the 6 months, 7 months, and Corolla being one of them. I sold that to make room for the Mustang. I had a Mustang, a New Edge Mustang. I was kind of thinking about doing a drift build too, but then realized, you know, it would have been too much work to put an IRS kit on it. It's like $5,000 alone, like a Cobra rear end for that. It just, and then to make enough power to, like, you could have done it. You could have done it stock power and everything, but the car would have been struggling, which would have made you struggle, which would have made just, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't a good platform. So I scratched it on that, and then I ended up having my own Miata, and then Mark IV Jetta, and so on and so forth. And the guy I sold this to was a coworker. Thing had 100,000 miles. He blew it up. I'm here to unblow it up. So I got a new motor, $200 from Virginia. I drove all the way from Pennsylvania to Virginia. In this with it tuned. Okay, so wasn't a tune, it's fault. And then got a Action Clutch lightweight flywheel. It's 8 pounds instead of the 27, I think the stock flywheel is. And then stage 4 unsprung clutch, turbo manifold that I'm going to run naturally aspirated for the time being, and then I'm going to slowly accumulate the parts to turbo this car. So that's the quick rundown on everything right now. That's how things have been. There's no Miatas in this situation. If you know, that should tell you something more than I have to get into. But other than that, I mean, it's just go time. We're fucking trying to get, sorry, pardon my language, trying to get blue car ready as soon as possible. I still need to put the hydro in, the seat, the welded diff, which I'm pulling the auto diff out of the silver car and putting it in this car. And, you know, I don't know if you know, but auto rears to have a better gear ratio to give it a little bit more torque to your bottom end. Got hydro by ASD. Short shifter by Fidanza. D&D steering wheel, which I've had. I got it, which isn't here, it's at the house because I didn't want it to get dirty in the shop. My NRG Prisma purple seat and my Brom black harnesses, which I might be changing out for Race Quip purples, maybe, because I've been seeing somebody else with the purple seat with the purple harnesses. I didn't want to do too much purple, but it does look good. It does. So without further ado, that's what we're up to. And I don't know if I'm gonna make this into one video, as in, like, you know, hello, but because I don't want to make it too long. Just this footage here is already like 8 minutes, and I'll just do other videos covering building a drift car. Finally doing it. After years of wanting to do it, I'm doing it. So I hope you stay to follow my journey, and I hope that I get to keep up with doing this. It's been a long time. I got some spare time right now. Hopefully I can keep up with it, and I'm happy to be back.